Hi everyone, back again with me Magic Joe, and today in this video I just want to share you my clear for the weapon trial 2 level 70 that we just got today. And on this video I would recommend probably you might need to get level 60 before you can clear this boss using my template, but I just don't want to call it template because probably you could just change the unit around so you don't have to have the units that I have here. But I just want to give you a little bit trick to clear this boss easily. So without any further ado, let's just talk about the units that I'm using on this stage. The first unit that I use on this stage is NonoWill. She is having maximum level and also rank at the moment, and I have her at level 3 star already. And NonoWill could have the Veil, which can reduce the AoE damage taken by 99%, which is really good because this boss also can cast AoE attack, so she pretty much can tank the damage really well for every 2 turns on level 3 stars. And for the weapon, I'm just gonna give Void Staff for extra critical and also critical damage because most of her skill is instant, so that's why you could easily stacking the Void Staff stacks in here. And for the engraving, I'm just gonna put the sword and also wand because I think that this engraving is more consistent for her. And also Roaring Flame, I use the instant ability to add another stacks of infection to the boss, and also Course of Fortune, it's to get some buff to increase the damage, and also hopefully it has probability to add more infection to the boss as well. So the plan here using NonoWill is to stack as many as infection stacks on the boss, so you could pretty much deal extra damage every turn. And also NonoWill have Enchanting Shadow that will grant her dodge to dodge the attack from the boss, and also inflict the Vulnerable 3 to increase damage taken by 30% to the boss. And the 1000 Plates is an AoE ability, so pretty much it will be useful whenever you want to hit the boss, and also dodge the AoE skill that the boss has. This is really useful against this boss. And for another DPS that I use on this boss, I use Rawiyah. She has maximum level and also maximum rank already in this account, and I have her at a level 4 stars, which is going to increase the damage by 25% and also have higher chance to recover 40% HP, and also gain Tipsy for another increase in critical chance by 30% and also decrease the damage taken by 10%. And for the weapon here, I'm gonna use Hollow Axe for different defense increasement by 10% and also gains physical attack equal to 10% and also magic defense of her. And for the trinket, I'm gonna use a True Lens for a little bit physical attack bonus on it. And for the resonant, I'm just gonna go with Sword and Pentacle. It's not like something in particular, but it's just nice to have because I set up all my trinket and weapon already, so this is what I have for her to clear this stage. And the tarot card here, I just use the Verdict of Justice, which going to increase the crit chance by 15% and also critical damage by 15%. And for the skill, I'm just gonna put Gash. It has an ability to knock off the rock. For you might know that you could also knock back the rock off the cliff, and then it's going to be easier for you to destroy all the rocks. But I'm just gonna use this one for like extra damage to the rock, so I could just kill the rock anyway. And Gale Bridge is nice to have for you to have like a gap closer to the boss after the knockback. And it's also have like the sequence skill Tropical Cyclone, which is going to deal a lot of damage. So that's why it is a nice skill to have on Rawiyah. And Sword of Convallaria is a leader aura, which going to affect not only her but also NonoWill for the damage dealt bonus for 8% and also decreased damage taken by 8%. And another skill that is nice to have on her is Scale Spin Attack that will give you like guaranteed physical defense down for the boss, so you could deal a lot of physical damage on the boss even more after you cast the skill. It also have like AoE attack, so you could attack the boss and also the rock at the same time. Another DPS that I use on the stage is Outlaw. You might be familiar with him if you watch my video for the level 55 clear, because he's just good on doing his job in this stage. And I haven't leveled up him yet, and he's still level 52 and also rank 10 when I'm clearing this level 70 stage. And also the weapon that I have is the Tuning Hammer to increase the physical attack by 7%. I couldn't use the Hollow Axe because I'm gonna use it to Rawiyah to in order to have a good engraving or like the resonance for these two characters. That's why I just paired the Tuning Hammer, that is sword, with the Flying Blade Guard, which is cup, so it will have extra damage by 5% and also lap steal by 15%. Yeah, pretty much this is all the engraving that I have, so I just switch around the equipment for unit to unit. And for the Turret Whisperer here, I don't have anything better to equip except for this Emperor card, which going to increase the damage by 25% if the target is healthy. So healthy in here is when the target HP is above of 70%, so you could pretty much deal a lot of damage before it get injured. That's why I'm just gonna use the Emperor on him. And the reason why I'm still using Outlaw Guard here, even though I have Magnus, it's because I am more familiar with him to decrease the attack down by 20% and also a 50% chance to decrease the physical defense down on the boss. And also the Burning Bridges is nice to have because it's like single target attack with high multiple damage, which is like 150%, and it will also automatically gain the offensive stance without you need to like change it, or you need to put another extra skill slot on your skill set. So that's why I'm still using Outlaw Guard, and he's been doing fine on this stage. And now we're talking about the tank. Papal Guard is the specialist on clearing this stage because he could tank the damage of the boss. So my Papal Guard is level 54 at the moment. I just level him up a little bit to get more HP and also physical defense, and he's rank 10 at the moment. And I'm just gonna put the Guardian's Wheel for the equipment here because it's going to increase the defense by 40% and also decrease the damage taken by 10% if this character is having a shield, which is he's going to have it pretty much every turn. And for the last slot on this stage, I have Coco as a support, tank, and also buffer plus healer. Coco is going to fill all the role that you need in order to clear this stage. But if you don't have Coco, you could probably still could working on Angel or like Inanna or even like any other healers. But Coco is going to enable your DPS to deal more damage because of her ability Iron Pots to increase the critical and also critical damage, and also it has the Snow Lotus, which going to give you damage increase 30% to your unit. And also the trait that she has is going to give breakfast. If you have her at level star 3, it's going to give 2 units including her as well, for not only for the decreased reduction or like energy use, it's also going to heal them for like 15%. And this Iron Pots 2 is also going to give you another heal for like 30% of her HP, and also give Bento, which going to heal you for another 25% HP, and also dispel 2 debuffs. And yeah, pretty much Coco is really good, and also she has to stay strong. She has all the ability to supporting and also heal the teammate. And for personally, this weapon, it's not really important on her. It is just because I only have this weapon level up and also engrave. That's why I'm just gonna put it on Coco. And cooling powder for like extra healing receive, and also gains immunity to block healing receive. And for the Chariot Whisperer, I'm just gonna use High Priestess for extra healing, so she could heals a lot of health to my units. It is really nice to have this tarot card compared to like the Fools or like maybe the Empress, because you don't really need to dispel. Now, let's talk about the battle and the strategy. But before that, I just want to let you know the tactics that I use on this stage is Urgent Order, March Command, and also Flag of Convallaria. And the most important tactics that you might want to spam or you might want to use every time it's available is the Flag of Convallaria, because it's going to give you extra attack and defense, and also it's going to give you extra energy every turn, and reduce the cooldown of all your skill by 1 turn. That's why you want to spam all those AoE attack and also heals from Coco, and just supporting and give constant buff to your units so you could deal a lot of damage to the boss. And the tactics that we're gonna use here is using NonoWill to spam her attack and just stack as many infection stacks as you can on the boss. For the first positioning is really important as well, so you might want the boss to target the 2 tanky units that you have, which is it's going to be Papal Guard and also Coco. You don't want to even Rawiyah or NonoWill to take the damage on the first turns, because it's gonna mess everything up. And also, I just want to mention this potent comet debris. You might not want these stones to be destroyed, because every time it got destroyed, it means the end for your units. No matter how much HP you have, they're just gonna wipe them out. So that's why you need to be careful for these things to be destroyed by the boss. But you could also destroy the stones to prevent that effect. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of the trick when the match or like the stage is going. So for now, we're going to start the stage. I pop up the buff for the first time. And it's also important for you to destroy all the stones here, so you could have more movement for your units, and you could freely to place them to a safe place whenever you want to avoid the AoE attack from the boss. So using the Course of Fortune is going to give you this buff over here. Just gonna let you know that deal piercing damage equal to 10% of characters' aim attack plus 100% of their physical attack to all enemies within a 3 tiles radius when the turns end. So this skill here is going to trigger the infection stacks on the boss. That's why you might want to equip the Wheel of Fortune on NonoWill on this stage to get more stacks of infection. After that 2 shots on the beginning, you might not get another 2 shots, so that's why all the Papal card is going to take all the single target attack from the boss. As you can see here, the boss has already 5 stacks of infection. And it's already deal 2,700 damage every turn. Only for the infection. Destroy that stone. Stack more infection there. Let's see how many infection. It's 7. After this, after that cross-shaped lightning kind of thing, the boss will do AoE attack. That's why we just need to avoid it. That one. And after that, it's going to summon the red rocks kind of thingy. And that infection stack alone, it's going to deal about like 6,000 to 7,000 damage to the boss. That's why you just need to stack more of the infection stack as you can. Enchanting shadows to give vulnerable to the boss. Okay, that's another trick that I use on clearing this stage. Just for your information, the skill from the boss will not instantly destroy the stone, so you're gonna be safe. That's why what you want to do is just bait the boss to hit the stone at full HP, and then after that it will have like maybe 20% HP left, and when it has 20% HP left, that's where you need to destroy the stone as soon as possible. So you don't have to damage the stone from 100% of its HP. So just like try to get the stone hit by the boss first, and then after that you just can destroy the stone easily. So you don't have to stress much about destroying the stones. And also maybe another tips, if you see any stones beyond this line over here where the outlaw guard's standing, you don't have to be really careful about that, because it will not destroy it so easily. So that's why you could just like ignore it. Just gonna destroy the stones and also give the physical defense reduction to the boss. $7,700 from the infection stacks over there. On this turn, I tried to positioning my units over here. And that's it, my clear for the weapon trial to level 70. And if you have any question, or if you want to ask about the mechanic of this stage, feel free to just drop them on the comment section below. And for the alternative unit that you could use, I'm just gonna put it on the unit preview section. So you could see if you don't have the unit that I have, you could still can use the alternative unit that I might suggest on the unit preview page. And I think that's it for this video. I hope to see you again on the next video. But for now, I'm just gonna go. Bye. See you next time.